All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another market update. So, let's go into it, or get into it, all right? So, we got one more day until we get the confirmation close underneath this 385.56 level, which is the close of this weekly candlesticks. The close of this weekly candlestick, which confirms this bearish engulfing candle is sending us lower, all right? Now, that is on the weekly time frame, and on the monthly time frame, which this will be finishing up next week, September 30th. All right. I'm just saying, guys, you get your close under here. Again, that is also confirming a move lower. Okay. How much lower? I don't know. But you guys know where my projection stands, which is like, hey, guys, we're most likely coming down here and we're hitting lows. Okay. I don't think we are going to be bouncing. I really don't. Until we come down. I mean, actually, I'm not even going to say anything like that. I'm not going to say I don't expect any bounces, because the daily time frame clearly does suggest that we are going to be getting a bounce. All right. And then the hourly time frame, we also will point out that you have a bullish divergence going on or carving out on the daily time frame. You're going down there, you're going up there. I don't know how far this is going to be going up, though. Okay. Like the stronger bullish divergences, like typically like ones like these, okay, you got to at least come back down. This one kind of didn't do anything like that, so it does lead me to believe that we're going to be popping up and then coming back down, and maybe we form a bullish divergence there. But at the same time, I don't know, okay? And that's strictly because, like, hey guys, once we get the weekly close underneath that level here, I mean, guys, I'm just gonna buy all in on puts. Okay, not all in on puts, obviously, but like I'm taking my full put position. Okay, I'm 50% my put position right now. We are currently up still, even though we were having this rally. All right, but I did say that in my Weeble update this morning that I am waiting. I believe I said it. I believe. Okay. Everything I say in these videos, just realize I am paraphrasing. Okay, I'm not someone who's gonna write stuff down and use exact words. So if you want to be a dickhead trying to quote me, I mean, there's that. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I woke up to some loving damn support today that I didn't see coming, and I'm just gonna say, guys, I love you guys. Okay, I'm glad we built a community here, and I'm glad I got you guys. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I was beating the shit out of myself yesterday, not physically, but like I was just so upset with myself with what I did. Like I literally, there was just no reason to. Like that was literally the plan, and I did not stick to the plan. And all I had to do, like having plans, guys, makes it really easy to just stick with it. All right. But then you have to take into account that your emotions are going to tell you not to go with the plan. That's pretty much what happened yesterday, just for like, let's say 5 to 10 minutes. I'm just sitting there watching. I'm sitting there watching, debating. And then the time comes and we're like a few minutes out. And at that point, I just literally sat there. And I had no idea what I was doing. I'm just sitting there watching my screens, just on the edge of my seat. And I didn't pull the trigger. I really have no fucking clue why I didn't pull the trigger. I just don't know. I can't phrase it any better than like, hey, dude, I literally froze watching what was taking place. I like didn't know what to, I don't know. I like couldn't get myself to do it. But I just want to say, guys, I appreciate the shit out of all of you. All right. I really do. Especially the people who left those heartwarming comments. To be honest, guys, that made my day right bright and early. All right, like straight up, I had no idea those were coming. I had no idea they were there. So yeah, guys, thank you. All right, so now let's get into the TA. Okay, let's get into the TA, because a bounce honestly is on the table. I told you guys that I would be adding the second half on a bounce, because I still do think the daily time frame does suggest we're getting a bounce. This bullish divergence got a little deeper, all right, but you have this crossing up, you have your stochastic crossing up right there, and you still have, do we have a bullish divergence on the R side? No, we do not. We still do on the CCI, as long as we don't come down under, where is it? Let's just look at the bottom point right here. The bottom point is negative 175. Okay, so as long as we don't come down to negative 175, we are very close. Like if we were to come back down here today, then yeah, maybe we get a chance of that happening. Here, actually, let me just delete all these things just to make this chart just that much cleaner. All right, because it is past TA, that really doesn't matter too much. There's no point in cluttering our charts with it. All right, and the only reason I have this red line is just because I want to see, like, hey, are we closing above the weekly, the close of that last candle, all right? Because if we don't, guys, yeah, I am expecting your CCI to come deep into oversold territory, and we are most likely going to have weeks of this, all right? And that is honestly what I expect to happen, I told you guys that I wouldn't be going long in the month of September and October, and if I did, it would be with 1/5 of the position sizing. I ultimately do believe that it's why I froze up yesterday on I was in the call side of the strangle, but I mean it was definitely way heavier than I wanted to be in that. Like, or way heavier than I planned on being in it. I guess I wanted it and I should have held myself back, because all in all I did end up just losing the call gains anyway in the span of, I'll show you guys, span of a few minutes. It just like evaporated. I'm sitting there I literally chased it down on this candle. It was so rough, and then I saw that and it like broke me. It broke me because I had enter puts in mid this candle. All right, and I was like up by the bottom. I was up like, I want to say 10 or 15%. I was like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. And then you get that, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's talking about QT. This is bullish? What? But I mean, we know how it works, okay? We know how it works. The market doesn't always respond right away. And honestly, I told you guys, like, Jerome Powell was cushioning the living shit out of every bearish thing he was saying yesterday. Honestly, in my opinion, it really couldn't have, like, besides just coming out with a rate hike, it really couldn't have been any more hawkish than that. I told you guys, if we get the 75 BP and hawkish news / comments from Jerome, then we are going to be we're going to be steadily heading down to those lows. Okay, if we had the 100 BP, yeah, dude, we were going straight down to the lows, which again, like me having that, like knowing that possibility existed, I don't know why, I still don't know why I didn't pull the trigger right away on the put side of the strangle. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, logically speaking, like, I had all the reasons to pull the trigger. I just like literally couldn't bring myself to it. I don't know why. But yeah, all right. So look at the VIX and see what's going on over here. I do want to point out that you clear as day have a bearish divergence on the VIX. All right, obviously it was with the one fucking, I'll show you guys, we had literally one candle that went from right here, 75 all the way up to 30. That is a $3 move on the VIX, or 250 move, whatever. Very big move, 10% candle right there. But it did form this bearish divergence that we have right here, okay? I'm going to try and speed this up because I got a feeling they're going to pee because I just, yeah. I got one Josie. I got Josie who just rings the bells, and she's really good about ringing the bells when she has to go to the bathroom, and she'll wait. Whereas Micah does not. Micah just does what she just did. She barks. And my mom actually told me that she saw what Micah did, and Micah does try and ring the bells, but she goes up to it and taps it with her nose. Like, just taps it. And then walks away and pees. And that's like, I don't know why she does that compared to doing what Josie does and literally like ringing the bells, but whatever. Okay, so point is, I gotta make this quick. I gotta make it quick. But yeah, okay, so Bitcoin, we have a bullish engulfing candle, and you do have a bullish divergence popping off on Bitcoin. We called this out over here. Where was it? We called it out, yeah, right here on this day, on this wick day. It went lower. We said it didn't look like it was finished carving out, all right, but like, I mean it could have popped off, I don't know, okay, but we did have FOMC, and we did expect that to be bearish news. Now, even if we do pop up here, okay, like, just realize, guys, this is literally guaranteed it's a bull trap rally. All right, like, what's going on right here, guaranteed a bull trap rally. And might I add, we literally did catch the bottom over here. I told you guys I wasn't going to be playing calls. I did play some calls just because I have the one account that's literally for intraday trading, and I realized, like, why am I not going to take the opportunities that I see? Like, that's the whole point of the account, is I want to see, like, hey, if you take each and every one of these opportunities, okay, with risk management and proper sizing, all right, what's this account going to do? Okay, what is the account going to do? So, like, you know, all right, so I did end up doing that, and I did end up cutting them. I am not in this rally that is currently going on, and what I was playing was IWM calls, actually. Yeah. Look at that beautiful bullish divergence down there. That's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. And guys, I'm just like I understand it's silly, it's simple, it like really is, okay? And the Weeble trolls going to be Weeble trolls, all right? But like, in reality, all right, divergences are literally marking every single bottom and top. Like, it just keeps happening. Like, why do you think I was calling it over there, all right? Because we had the 15-minute and we had the 3-minute, given, like, it's pinpointing an entry, okay? There's no reason not to. Right here, I guarantee if we mark here, oh, that was the wrong button. If we mark right here, okay, where that bullish divergence finished out, and then we come over to the 15-minute time frame. Oh, look at that. Okay, it was literally the bottom, and very shortly before that, we had a 15-minute bullish divergence. All right, like when they pop up, they mean something. Okay, and that's why I ended up posting that, because hey, people want to take profits. I mean, that was a very solid place to take profits at. You literally caught the bottom. All right, but I do want to point out that you have declining volume as you are rising, and that is not typically the best sign. All right, volume usually tells a story. Like, look at this. Look at all that volume. Oh, speaking of volume, use that today, okay? Or for yesterday's candle. Look at that, okay? Bigger, and I understand an event was around that day, but I mean, it's really going to show you, hey, bears are still in control, all right? Like, this bear market is not over, all right? A lot of people, a lot of perma bulls out there, okay? They just want to either keep buying the dips, or they want to keep calling these bottoms and like taking risky ass positions, all right? When in reality, like, the bottom's not going to come until we most likely come down and hit new lows, okay? There is literally an extra 0.5 to 1% that the market now has to price in by the end of the year. So that means we have an extra 50 to 100 BPs, all right, to price in by December, okay? And we have 2 more FOMC meetings. So that means the rate hikes on those meetings are going to be way higher, okay? Like considerably higher, like maybe double as high as they would have been, okay? We could have had like a 50 and 25. Now we got to have a, we'll say, we got to have 125 or 175. Like, I mean, it depends what they're going to do. They gave us a range, a target range. So it really all depends. But yeah, I mean, either way, more rates are coming. More rate hikes are coming. And on top of that, they mentioned that they are significantly reducing their balance sheet, guys.
We consider that the financial...
Oh, get that thing out of there. I don't know what I hit. That I actually got to find out what on my keyboard does that. That's kind of very it's a cool little thing. All right, so where were we? That completely gave me a brain fart. Oh, I do want to point out, which I already did point out this morning. I think it was this morning, or it was yesterday at close. I'm not sure. All right, but we do have a bullish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, like this bounce is predictable, guys. Okay, these are all predictable, and even though I may not play all of them, all right, I will still let you guys know when they are, because we are in put positions. Okay, and like honestly, guys, like I looked at it, like I'm looking at the bright side with the events that took place yesterday. Not only is it a lesson, I mean, yeah, it sucks. Okay, yeah, it does suck. It would have been a nice chunk of change there, and I definitely would have gotten a way better entry on puts if I bought at the top. Literally, like, so much better. Like, the gains would have been, like, almost 50 to 100% better if I bought that, but it's okay. It is perfectly fine. I'm looking at the bright side, and the bright side is that this, like, sets us... We have, like, a stress-free trade going on right now. Like, we can literally just hold October 21st puts, and, like, yeah, guys, we're going lower. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna... I'm 100% certain that we're gonna hit, because like obviously there's always that chance, but like you got technicals and fundamentals telling you that by end of year you're going much lower. Yeah, you're going much lower, and look how close we are from hitting these lows. All right, we are within not $10 right now, we're $13 away from hitting these lows. All right, that's pretty close. Okay, and once we do hit that, if you don't start bouncing here, you're going much lower, guys. Okay, like I'm serious. Okay, we're gonna mark this out. All right, so we have that, and we're gonna make these blue lines, because that's what we do, our support and resistance lines. Give an exact one on the board. All right, it would be right about here. All right here at 362.17. Okay, and if you lose that, guys, oh, look at that, we literally bounced exactly on there as well. I mean, this is why TA is the thing, all right? And this is literally what most people's TA consists of. I was watching another video yesterday, and it's just like, dude, what is this fucking TA? It's literally just you calling out levels, and the guy was shitting on anybody who uses oscillators. And I'm like, dude, you're flying blind out there, okay? If there's a thunderstorm, why the fuck would you fly into it? Think about it. That's like how I look at oscillators. They are safety. Okay, oscillators, they are momentum. It literally allows you to track momentum across different time frames, okay? Like, there's a reason I have Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is but I'm gonna say there's a reason we have been killing it for so long, okay? With the exception of fucking yesterday, all right? Which I'm gonna be honest, if anybody did take that trade, no, you killed it, dude. You killed it, all right? Going in today, like there's a potential chance you were even up 100% if you stuck to the exact plan, which was riding the calls into FOMC and entering the puts right before FOMC. Like, yeah, dude, you literally fucking killed it, all right? You killed it. But like, even if not, like, there's a reason we fucking use our oscillators, okay? There is a fucking reason. And that's just because, like, hey, like, you don't want to be going all in short right now before you get your balance because you have divergences. First of all, I mean, without our oscillators, we wouldn't be able to find divergences, okay? I doubt a lot of people do use the CCI, but I mean, this is really, it really is like quite telling, guys. Like, this CCI is literally a lifesaver, and using that in the combination of your stochastics, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, guys, anybody is a fool for not using momentum oscillators. You are flying blind. Like, if there's a storm, okay, I don't care if a level got broken. If you're flying straight into a thunderstorm, that thunderstorm is going to crash your plane either way, regardless of the level that was just broken, okay? Doesn't matter what altitude you're at, but if there's a thunderstorm, you're screwed either way, okay? Or a lightning storm, not a thunderstorm, because, well, I mean, what do you even call it? Because thunder comes after lightning. Lightning. I hope everyone's doing all right. Everyone, if you got dogs, your dog's probably getting scared of the thunder and lightning today. Well, it's over here in CT. I was having thunder and lightning all morning. All right. So actually, there was one that like shook the whole house, and I was like, holy shit! My dogs came running right away. I was like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. But yeah, guys. All right, daily oscillators. Okay, and any oscillators are needed. Okay, specifically for the reasons and this is if you are going to be if you're really going to pinpoint exact entries and exits, okay? Like, that's what I was saying. People's TA is just levels. Like, most YouTubers, like financial YouTubers that cover the stock market, that's what their TA is. It's levels, okay? But then you have, like there's a reason Sebastian uses oscillators. There's a reason there's the guy Ron Walker uses oscillators. There's, like, indicators are fucking needed, okay? Anybody who's telling you otherwise is doing exactly what I just said. They're like, okay, yeah, we broke a certain level of altitude, but they're not looking at the storm directly in front of them. The radar is completely turned off, and like, the storm can completely wreck your put position because look at what's going on. All right, like, and by the way, that was very sloppy. There we go, right there. All right, look what's going on. All right, and if this were, I mean, either way, we're in the oversold territory with this crossing up. So without the divergence, either way, I would expect to get a relief bounce. But I do want to say, okay, it is not guaranteed that you get your relief bounce, and that's strictly because, hey, I expect we're going to close underneath here. Okay, well, I mean, that's if we are going to be closing underneath there. I don't think we're going to have a 10-point rally going into tomorrow. I really don't. Okay, everyone knows the news that has popped up. All right, the rate hikes. That is just a thing that, like, it's guaranteed gonna bring us lows, guys. Like, the market has to price something more in. That's not okay. Okay, like, the market does not like that. All right. Yeah, guys. So even if we do get the relief bounce, just realize, like, or at least, like, if you want to know where my head is at, all right, it's probably not going to be too good. Okay, I told you guys, like, when we normally see like solid divergences that give us, like, honestly sexy ass gains, okay, normally it looks something like this, where at least you have a chance for the oscillators to come down and really show that there's a clear as day divergence here. This one looks like it very much so can literally rise, come down, and form another divergence. It just looks like to me that it's not finished forming. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens, but at the same time, I'm expecting next week to be red. All right, like, straight up going into September 30. All right, I don't think it's going to be green. Okay, and also the month of October. I've been telling you guys this since last month. I think it's, yeah, since last month. Okay, because September, I was telling you guys before September. Like, yeah, it's not safe to go long. Like, there are going to be rug pulls on the table, and yeah, there are rug pulls on the motherfucking table. All right, so, like, I'm just letting you know. Okay, even if you have divergences popping up, all right, it doesn't have to mean anything when you have candlesticks just looking this bearish. Like, just look at the monthly and weekly time frame, guys. Okay, this is why we use different time frames, and this is why we take the weekly time frame more serious. All tops and bottoms, I typically do look at the weekly time frame. Okay, now I understand this wasn't this didn't give any divergence on the weekly time frame, but we can come over to the daily time frame, we had divergences going off like crazy. All right, so like I'm still sticking to everything I've been saying here on this channel. Like, guys, like divergences mean something, and anybody who wants to call it silly, like, dude, they're just not doing the winning strategy. And so, like, there's this guy Alex Hormozy. All right, Alex Hormozy, please, like, if you want to be successful in life, if you don't want to be poor, if you're poor right now and you don't want to be poor anymore, he will tell you exactly what you need to do to not be poor and to be rich. Okay, and one of the biggest takeaways I have from his channel is find what works and just keep doing it. Okay, because I see it in many of his videos. He speaks about how people, they find what works and then they move on to another thing without actually seeing it through. Okay, why do you think, like, I've been obsessed with the stock market for like 2 years now? I've been, like, even though I was losing for a straight year and a half, whatever it was, I was obsessed because I knew. Okay, I knew. Okay, the book Outliers suggested that if I keep putting in more time and more, like, practices than more reps than others, okay, even if I'm losing now, the greats did all of what I'm doing. Okay, they had to lose, because without losing, they're not going to get to the other side. All right, like, straight up, I knew it was only a matter of time, and it was only a matter of time. Okay, like, you guys have, that's literally the like point of these YouTube videos, or the reason I started making YouTube videos again, is because I was, like, astonished by how well I was doing. I was like, dude, I'm, like, really calling, like, every shot. I haven't missed in quite some time. Yeah, I started coming back to the YouTube because I was like, hey, like, I know for a fact a lot of other people aren't getting, like, they're not doing this. All right, so no reason to not show other people what's working. All right, so guys, I'm just going to say it again. No point in stopping what is working, okay? We might as well see it through, okay? And if we just keep going up and up and up, like I've been experiencing the past, like, 3 to 4 months. Is this 3 to 4 months? I think my win is, like, it really was over here. This is when it all started. But yeah, okay, like, just see it through, okay? If you see that it's working, just see it through, okay? And if it stops working at any point, guys, go fucking find something else. Straight up, that's what I'm going to do. If it stops working, I'm going to find something else. But I'm going to be honest, I'm very confident that no, it's not going to stop working. This TA only works because, hey, we've cracked the code. All right, guys, so with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't get bull trapped out there, okay? Like, straight up, like even look at that. Look at that, okay? Like, we had a sick, nasty move right there, and look, you have one 15-minute candle completely taking out the other very green, very big green candle with more volume than said candle. And this is what I was saying. Like, rug pulls are on the table, okay? They're very much so on the table. And what I will also say right now is, holy shit, guys. Again, I'm going to say it louder. Keep doing what works. Keep doing what works. Look, it continuously works. All right. I am literally trading the intraday moves on one of my accounts just because I see so many opportunities where you can literally just catch bottoms and tops just by doing exactly like this simple shit that people make fun of. All right, guys. With that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't get trapped. Honestly, guys, get ready, like, straight up, okay? If you're not already in your put position, ready for that bounce, okay? Honestly, like, maybe, like I bought into the red just because I wanted to have some in the game, okay? Like, straight up, I knew this move was coming. We've known this move was coming, okay? I mean, I fucked up my entry. I really do hope you guys did not fuck up your entry, because it was the plan. But honestly, if I was fucking up, I don't doubt that many of you guys probably got emotional takeovers just like I did. I mean, but again, I will mention, I was heavier than I wanted to be, okay? Like, I wanted a 2-to-1 ratio. So by that point, like, the calls were up 70%. And I'm not going to say I went light into those, okay? I'm going to say, like, I planned on going light, but then, like, I ended up not going light, and I should have trimmed a shit ton at least. And but either way, the position was worth, like, off the top of my head, it was worth, like, I want to say, like, 6 to 7 grand by the time I was up, all right? Or maybe 5 to 6, maybe that. I mean, I don't know now, but like, maybe, like, so the put position, like, that's probably honestly why I was just sitting there freezing, okay? Because I wasn't prepared to take a $10,000 fucking put order. All right, that's like a lot of fucking money. All right, like, yeah, I mean, I get there's big whales out there, but no, in reality, $10,000 is a lot of money. Okay, if someone could take 10 trades a year using $10,000, all right, and you cut it 100%, like, guys, you got your $100,000 salary. Like, that's that. Okay, like, that is a lot of money. No one can deny that. I don't care what sizing you're using. Like, that's that. Okay, like, there will be a point when I have to transition, like I'll be using most of my money specifically for, I've talked to you guys about it, Mara. All right, Mara, and just, I mean, literally investing. Okay, but obviously I'm going to be applying what I have learned as a trader. I mean, there's no reason not to. Like, any investor should have started as a trader. Okay, because you should have made your money by being a trader, and then you should have came to the realization that I'm telling you guys about right now, where like, holy shit, like sizing, no, you have to transition to shares eventually. All right, like I realized today, like, yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. All right, guys. So that being said, now I will catch you guys later. I think that was the third time saying that, but peace.